Rashi, Rashi, please start broadcasting. Okay. Yeah, Arfin. Yeah, you
Yes.
can. So, what did you do this week? Like, what was the assignment?
Okay. For this assignment, actually, I'm going to communicate of the with bridge and node. So first, actually, we decided to make a circuit by flexible anything. So first, I'm going for the flexible circuit, and just for asynchronous serial communication using Attiny 45 as the nail board diagram. And then if you see, this is the schematic design, and then board traces, and then I is the cutting procedure by a vinyl cutter, and then this is the cutting output, and then this is the traces, and finally out solder after soldering this is. And then I'm going to program this on basically just I found the program on the web, and then is to maintain the serial communication with the software serial library.
Okay. So, uh, le- uh, mm, so you are using normal UART, right? Not the normal UART. There's no inbuilt UART in 8010, so you'll be using some manual software serial. Uh, you start you start software serial, right? In the Arduino.
Yeah, software serial.
So that means, yeah. Okay, so one chip is going to communicate with the two other chip. Is it right?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm
So
just program. I define node ID, different node ID.
okay.
Hmm. And then just program it each of the board, and then I plug it the ribbon. You can see the images. Interestingly, the all are LED glow at a time. So
Okay.
when I open the serial monitor, but it's not the working properly. Then
In the serial monitor, okay.
ha. So and then I decided I'm trying several times. Me and Rohan also to what actually going on. So we couldn't find anything, and then I sometimes actually when we're working a lot of flexible circuits.
Okay, once again, I can explain something else. You are this is something suggested by Neil, right? This is something Neil's method, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, am I right?
yeah.
So Neil also has a video. So
Hmm.
in that video, it's like uh, yeah, that cannot be adapted exactly because in that video the computer is the master.
Hmm.
So computer sending serially data to all chips,
Hmm.
and the corresponding node will respond. So that cannot be done as the assignment. In the assignment, at least one of the board should be the master.
Yeah.
So yeah, if the board is the master and board has to send some request or something else, and the other nodes will respond. So that cannot be shown in the serial monitor. If you want to show in the serial monitor, you have to define one more serial communication with some other pins
Yeah.
that should send the data to the computer. So at a time, it cannot send to the nodes and send to the PC simultaneously.
Okay. Go through.
Someone has to mute. Okay.
Okay. Uh, yes, I'm let I go through. Then after that, I'm decided to again milling the board by Modella, and then I'm designing again. Okay, so here actually I'm trying to show the in a single board as a I2C communication is a synchronous, and then asynchronous communication is serial. Okay, the TX
Okay.
RX and I2C communication only SDA and SCK is a single
Yeah,
same.
that's
Okay,
yeah.
design this board, if you see these two pairs, this one is for ITC communication, and this is for the serial communication by RX and TX.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am noted here the ITC and then serial, and then this is the milling process and soldering, and then this is my final board. This is one is when I'm go for ITC communication. This one is the master, and then other is the slave.
Mm-hmm.
Then for serial communication will be bridge and the node. Then here I'm just one of the literature about the what is ITC communication, and then how is communicate with SDL,
Okay.
the SCLN or SCLN, whatever. And then I program one. There's for ITC communication you need to library, I think, where tinywire dot m as a master, and then for slave tinywire for S.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here I'm program it, and then here I'm show the video, just I'm play it, and then you can see.
So this video is about I2C, right?
Yes, is this the ITC? See, here I'm in program, I make a one delay like 1,000. So every 1 second there's a is blow the LED.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And make a one rhythmic view, like see. So I think the master send the uh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the going, and then second LED, and then at a time two LED blow. So it's the rhythmic play the blow the LED.
Mm-hmm. So which is the master? Can you point with the mouse?
This is the
This
master.
is the master. All
And
these are two slaves,
yes, this is like
and this work using I2C.
yes,
Uh, okay. Okay. So did you try the same thing with
asynchronous.
yeah,
Yes,
asynchronous?
I go through the scene. Now, this video, and then second I'm start the asynchronous serial communication, same board, but here I'm using the Neil code by Arduino, upload by Arduino because my Fab ISP is not working. That's why. And then here I'm first node, which is the bridge. I'm denoted as 0, and then this other two nodes, as a node 1 is 1 and node 2 is 2. And then here I check, and this communication go through it bridge to node 1, node 2 by RX and TX pin, and then I attach FTDI cable to the by board FTDI, sorry, bridge FTDI port to the PC, and then open the serial monitor, and then here some play the video. If here actually if the code is properly worked, then I think I'm when I press the 0, but interestingly it's blow the 3 LED at a time. It's not communicating properly. So what what actually is happening? I'm trying, and then me, Kamlesh, Rohan, we are actually trying several times actually what's happening.
But it won't. It won't. It will not. The thing is that if you have to modify a lot in the Nails code.
Okay,
I
okay,
think you are. I mean, here you're using two. The master. The master has two UART.
okay,
One is like it's one is to the nodes and the other is to computer.
yes,
Right. So you have to define both serial,
sorry,
and you have to define the both serial communication. Like the master,
yeah,
the thing is the master has to receive data from the PC and it has to send to the nodes.
yes,
In
okay,
the Niels video, the command from PC directly sent to all of the boards. So it should not be like that for the assignment. For the assignment, master has to send the commands or request or something. So if you want to PC get involved, PC has to send. You have to serially send some data to the master. Master should receive. That's one serial communication. Then the received data should be sent to the other nodes. That's the other serial communication. So the nodes will receive the command and it will react according to the command.
okay,
So there will be two serial communication and you have to edit a lot, not a lot. You have to include that also in the code. The
okay,
Niels code directly won't, just changing the ID won't work.
okay, okay. So I think like first I need to change. If I send like as example one, so then FTDI is connected with the bridge, right? And then by this code, hello,
Yeah, yeah, I can hear.
and then bridge
Uh,
send a one data to blow the whatever node one and node two, right?
yes.
Okay.
Or do you have any switch in the uh, do you have any switch in the
Oh,
master board?
no, no, no,
Nothing else.
no, no.
So that's a problem. If you have any switch, we could have avoid that PC computer.
Okay.
Just that master and the two nodes will be enough.
Oh, yes.
Mm. Or you can try one thing. You can remove the PC for now, and you can put in a loop that it will alternatively ask node one, then ask node two with some 1 second or 2 second delay.
Okay.
And you can try with LED. You can understand if it is working properly.
Okay, okay, sure. Okay. Because now threes are same delay. Okay. So if I
Okay.
change the delay and then I think let's see what happens. Okay. So
Yeah. Anyway, the I2C is working properly, right?
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It is okay. So this one protocol is fine. So then it's hope it's fine. Mm. I mean, the one I explained, I think I should write or draw something in the paper and I should share. Otherwise, it's be difficult to understand, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's
So
fine.
yeah, thank you.
So, who who comes next?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, morning.
No morning.
Kamlesh.
Kavanish. You have to
Hmm.
share the screen
No, sir. I have also
from mobile.
no, no, and this web page updates.
Okay, but
Okay, I will. Okay,
uh,
I will share.
yeah.
Sir, you see my screen?
No, no. I have screen. I have same, but no, no, no.
Oh,
It
one
has
minute.
gone. It was working, but no, no. Can I think you have? Yeah, yeah, fine.
Okay. So this week I will made inflexible circuits. So I directly use and the nail boards and bridge and
Good.
node. Yeah, and directly download the
But the thing is that we cannot use Neil's board and code directly. Like
okay.
the won't be considered as assignment. Did you make changes in the code in the
Okay.
program?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And here
I was
is a vinyl cutting for a circuit.
Yeah, I was asking, did you change the programs? I mean, directly needs board and code
Yeah, only
directly
sir.
we cannot
I will change the define pin and
define thing.
yeah, and two zero and sir two working and one is not working. You see in last 1 minute, sir. I will. This is sir our flexible circuits. This is only for is a programming for blinking, sir. Only testing. And here you see, yes, the serial communication, sir.
Mhm.
Yeah, and zero. Yeah, Yeah. And not working for is one, sir. Is node one and node two. Yeah.
Uh, uh, did you use any FTDI
Uh,
cable?
uh, no, sir. I use only Arduino, and same for FTDI cable. Is is 0 and sir 2 is working and 1 is not working. Is the communication,
Mhm.
but I don't know, sir. What?
I the problem is there is something. So here, mm, the PC is acting as the master. So either of the board should be acting as the master.
Yeah,
So
sir. This one is master,
if this
and yeah,
this is
and this
master
one.
means this board has to send the commands, not
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
PC. This node is to send some commands to the other nodes.
Yeah.
This master should send some commands to the other node,
Yes.
not the PC. Uh, we can test with the PC if you have a lot of nodes. We can
Okay.
test it with the PC, but the assignment is like two processors has to come. I mean, not the PC. No, two boards at least has to communicate
Okay.
in a mesh type. So that's the assignment. Uh, anyway, I need to go through the the codes actually, but I cannot read the codes now. I will go and check in the PC. When right now I cannot read. I'm from the mobile. I cannot, I mean,
Okay.
from the tablet I cannot read properly.
Okay. Okay.
From the shared screen I should go through. The thing is that I have already explained,
Hmm.
at least one, if you have three boards,
Yeah,
then
I have three
uh,
boards here.
yeah, if you, but any of them has a button or something.
No, sir.
uh, okay, so is then you have, at least you have to make one as master
Okay.
and should communicate with two other boards. It
Okay.
should not be the PC.
Hmm.
It should, you should be able at least run without the PC. Like the master should communicate. Master should send some commands
No.
to
No.
the
Hmm.
nodes, and nodes should respond according to the
Okay.
commands. It should be at least like that. We can test with the PC, but it's not like the assignment is. I mean, during the global evaluators, the evaluators might tell one of the board should communicate with the, I mean, send the commands with the nodes, not the PC. So
Okay.
but anyway, I will go to the page and I will tell you.
Okay. Okay, sir. I will do this today. It's the master board, and sir. But my one question, and this two board is working for serial communication, and this is code
One
for
is not
fine,
working, so
but is one is not
okay.
working. Why?
I cannot say right now because I have to go to schematic, and the schematic is
Okay.
same of the nil, right? I have to
Mhm.
go
Yeah. Yeah.
to through the uh, codes, through the codes.
Okay.
Then only the program. Then only I can tell you.
Okay. Okay, sir.
I think I cannot read I mean, I cannot go through your page right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think you have to be explain bit more, I guess. I don't know. I'll tell you.
Okay. Uh, sir. This first I
Yeah.
is the all the my boards is bridge and node boards and is the programming,
Mm-hmm.
and next I will download the C file, uh, and is a defined for sir only for is a node for 0, 1 and 2. That's it,
Okay.
and directly for is upload,
Mm-hmm.
and then its communication for is working, but 0 and 2 is working, is properly working, and not for 1.
Mm-hmm. And sir, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, okay, I will
Mm.
check and tell you.
Okay. Okay, sir. Mm. And sir, here for screen, for only node, so for only 0 node, and not so for 2, not so for 1.
Yeah, okay. For that also I need to check the code.
Yeah.
I should say without code, without the program, I cannot say anything.
Okay. Okay, sir. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine for now.
Hmm.
I will go through the pages once I get a PC.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So is next? So it's coming next.
Hi, Ruthvish from Vijnan Ashram.
Yeah, Rutich.
Yeah, so I took a break. Like I'm here still in Pune, so I couldn't work on the this week's assignment. But when I was there, me, Kamlesh, and Arifin, we worked on the flexible circuits together, and we were able to flash the boards.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. I cannot hear. Is it with me? Is problem with me or Rutich?
Hello,
Yeah.
hello, Rutvich.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, uh, he
So
might have some.
he's outside, I think.
Yeah, he might have some problem. Yeah, Amit or Agila can. Any of you can present.
Can I start first?
Yeah, you can. You have to please share the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Rutvich just sent a message. He's connecting again. He's
Okay.
having a laptop issue, I think.
Okay. Okay. By that time she can.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So for this week, I first wanted to try Neil's example of serial bus, but like Edu was telling the students who reviewed before, he asked me to not use a bridge board but a master board itself. Like in Neil's example, the computer is like the master. So Edu said that may not be accepted for the assignment, and I have to use one of my boards as a master and the other as slaves. I tried with two boards just by serial communication, like using TXRX in the codes. I could press a switch on one board and the motor would rotate on the other board. So that worked, but more than two boards and with three boards. So the boards that I have are temperature sensor, the Echo Hello World board with the switch and LED, and the bipolar stepper motor board. So I wanted to configure a serial bus where if temperature went below a value, the LED would flash, and if it went above a value, the motor will start rotating. So I've been trying this, but I'm not able to do it. The motor keeps rotating whatever data it receives from the sensor. It's not obeying the if condition. So I've not yet sorted that out.
I mean, the motor won't get data directly from the temperature sensor, right?
Motor,
The motor won't receive any data directly from the temperature sensor.
through the serial wire, it will get it. Uh,
No, it won't get.
why?
Only the master can get. The master will get this data from the temperature sensor. The master has to process and master has to tell the motor board to stop it.
Master is the temperature sensor board.
That is master. So,
Yes,
okay.
temperature sensor is just the resistor on the board. Yeah, I made it for input devices week. So the board
Uh,
with
but but from the normal like, I mean, you are able to control with the switch. I mean, from a normal command, it obeys, right?
which one?
The motor.
Yeah, motor works fine. Motor has no problem.
Yeah, that means
Sensor
when you
also
press.
has no problem. The temperature sensor is also working fine. But when I try to connect them both, there's some problem. I don't know what.
It should
So
be good.
actually, it needs code for temperature sensor. The .c file in the chip, it sends the ADCL and ADCH data, and then Neil's Python file for the GUI in the PC that does all the calculations from these two values received.
Yeah.
So for in my case, the sensor is sending these two values ADCL and ADCH to the motor, and in the motor code, I'm calculating the value and
Okay.
then putting the if condition based on that value. So
I think the better is the temperature board can get the value and it can calculate, it can process and get the temperature, and it can just tell the motor just to
okay,
on or just to off.
okay, because
That is much better. Like, you don't need to send the entire thing, the entire ADC value, both L and H to the motor board.
okay,
Anyway, one of the board has to process. So it's better to process it first and send just the signal just for turn on or turn off.
okay. Yeah, Neil's .c file, that temperature sensor file is complex, like with all. So I didn't want to tamper much with it.
Complex. Is it? I don't know.
Maybe with your help tomorrow I'll do it.
I mean, or you can try the same thing, the entire algorithm with Arduino. From the older Arduino syntax, it might be much easier and simple.
Okay.
I don't know if it works, I don't know, but the syntax will be very less. You can try the entire thing, read the ADC value. From the ADC value, you can from the ADC value and the equation, you can understand the temperature, and from the temperature, it can send serial data to the motor.
Okay.
So that
Yeah,
can also be tried out.
yeah, I have to try that.
So okay, did you okay? Is the code? I mean, is the program in the website? No, right? Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I have done this week.
Okay. Send comments. Yes, who has any comments?
Okay, so actually she is getting a temperature values, right? And she want to try turn on and off motor, right?
Yes.
uh,
Okay,
uh,
so
Turn on, so temperature, get temperature value if it is above the
right.
program run. If it is below a value, the other board will light up. So there are three
Okay,
boards.
okay. Mm, okay, so yeah, is possible, but maybe yeah, Yadu told you some changes in code or something.
Yes.
Okay, so just do that.
Okay.
Yep. Mm, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Thank you. I'll mute myself.
Okay. So who Ritwik or Amit?
Rutvij, go ahead.
Ritwik.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, my laptop crashed, just
Okay.
crashed. That's why I've pushed my page so I can just explain to you.
Okay.
Week 13.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so the only thing that I've done for this week is just get the flexible circuits up and running. And as Kamlesh and told that these are Neil's boards. I've designed my own. If you scroll down, uh, I've today I'll go to the ashram and I'll get it done today itself.
Okay.
So
So I
basically,
can
I've
I can tell you a common
yeah, yeah,
not error. I mean, maybe a lot of people misunderstand. I guess uh, the Neil has an example. In that, he's just showing how to connect more than two boards in the same network. So it's like either there should be in that asynchronous we use this normal UART. So
yeah,
either of something should be a master with an RX and TX. So the master has its TX, that means the transmitter which is connected to RX of all other nodes, and it's the master's RX is connected to the TX of all other nodes. So when the master sends a commands, it all the nodes will receive. So the master can address with some address a board, like choose a board with some address at the beginning. Like suppose he want to do the master want to do something by the board 2, it can start like node 2 and the command like node 2 turn on or something turn off. So all the node will receive the commands, and from the first address, if it is node 2, only node 2 will respond, or only node 2 will respond to the thing, to the request. So this is how the serial communication in the network works. But what Neil did is Neil made the computer as the master. So Neil sent commands from the computer. So one board is like a bridge. It's not a master actually. The one board is like a bridge in Neil's code. I mean, yeah, in Neil's board, one is bridge. Bridge means it can connect to the FTDI, and it will bridge it will take the RX and TX from the FTDI, and it share the RX and TX to all the nodes. So uh, all the boards, including the bridge and other nodes, receive the same data from the PC. So when one is sent from the PC, all the nodes will receive one, and only the board one, the node one, will respond to the one. So if it is zero, all the boards will receive zero, and only node zero will respond. So this is how Neil tried. So for us, the thing is, there should be communication between two boards. So instead of the PC, we can make one of the board as master and two other as nodes. So there will be small changes in the board circuit itself, but since we are using software serial, we can adjust in the program. So there should be small changes in the program. So actually, computer doesn't have any role in this network, but we can use the computer just to monitor.
yeah,
If
yeah.
if no LED or no button is pressed to control the master, we can use the computer. So in that case, the master should have two serial communication, one with the PC and one with the nodes. So
Okay.
if the master has two switches, we can just try with switch one, the node one will respond, and switch two, the node two will respond. So the master will check which switch is pressed. If it is a first switch, it can send commands with node one, and if it is second pin, it can send command with node two, something like that. So
Okay.
if we don't have a switch, we can use the PC just to monitor, but the controller, the master should be, I mean, the master controller should be with the master board.
Okay. I also wanted to ask you the libraries and the code. So, for example, if I use one master as 44 and the
Huh.
slave is 45,
Okay.
the AR library will still allow you for the communication, or it's something that you need to have different sets of basically the
It
timing
depends.
sequence.
It depends the chip. Like if you're trying, it's not about the library actually. It's all about what each chip can receive and it can send.
Okay.
You can somehow
Physical.
program like
Yeah.
with Arduino ID or with directly in the C or defining something in the C. You can do somehow. It's all about what that particular chip can receive and what it can send.
Okay.
You have to program it somehow. The libraries, if it is Arduino, it has some soft serial or something, so that that can be used.
Okay.
Uh, the best,
I'll do that as soon as I get to the ashram. Okay.
yeah, the best idea was putting some cheap button in the master
Okay.
or something else. But you have already made the boards, so
No, no, no. I have yet to make the board. I just use the Niels board as a basically a base plate to make the flexible circuits. So to check if say they're working. So as I know that they're working, that I'll design my own flexible circuits.
okay.
It
So
can
this
be
is
done
the
quite
logic.
quickly.
You can try anything. If you have a board with two switches, you can use it as a master,
Okay,
and
okay.
the Niels nodes can be used as nodes. But if it, yeah, it can be used as nodes.
Yeah.
But this is the logic. You have to. The master has to send. The master should connect its TX with RX of all of the pins, and it should connect its RX with the TX of all of the pins. So
Okay.
this is the thing. This is all about it.
The connection should be inverse, or
Yeah, I mean,
basically
the
TX TX or
TX,
TX RX and RX
TX means
TX.
transmitter and receive, RX means receivers, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
the
Oh,
master's
yeah, understood.
TX, master's transmitter, it should go to the receiver of all of the pins, all of the chips. And the master's receive pin should connect to the transmit pin of all of the nodes. It should be like that.
Okay,
So in
got it.
uh, except the master, everything, all of the boards will be connected the same parallelly with the same bus. But in the master it should be inverse. The RX goes to TX and TX goes to RX.
Okay, got it. Uh, okay.
Mm.
Uh,
Okay,
thank you.
anyway, try with that. Okay, you
Yeah,
okay.
I'll let you know. Okay,
So
thanks.
Rohan is not connected, right? Is Rohan
Uh,
there?
I also wanted to ask you that if you could share some basically information about Atmel Studio and Arduino, basically interfacing Atmel Studio with basically the Arduino as ISP.
As ISP.
No, yeah, basically the reason being that the RC1 error or the minus F thing can be overridden in Studio, right?
Uh,
I haven't
Actually,
done
no.
it.
No,
So if you had,
the Atmel Studio is just like it's an IDE only, like Arduino. It has,
okay,
I mean, the Atmel chip support only two language. One is C and the other is assembly. So
yeah,
C has its own syntax. But Arduino, what Arduino IDE did is Arduino IDE made a lot of library and lot of function on top of C. So it
yeah,
will
yeah,
be easier. That's the only thing with Arduino. If you're using Atmel, you have to use the entire the exact C supported by the Atmel chip, and
okay,
we cannot directly program with Atmel Studio. For that, you have to install the Avia tool. but we can configure something in the admin studio, so that in a single click it will program. But anyway, you have to install AVI Dude and a supporting
Okay.
programmer.
Okay.
The
All right.
RC minus one issue is exactly about the connection issue. If some of the connections are broken, it will show RC minus one.
Okay. And the signature issue?
Signature issue, usually signature is, we will using during programming, we will tell this is a chip. So still the aviator will check if the chip is correct. So every model has a signature, so it will just check if it is the correct chip. Either if it is not the correct chip, it will show error, signature is different. Also, the problem with our signature is if there's a loose connection, like if the soldering is not properly, if it is not done properly, there will be some kind of loose connection, right?
Yeah.
So suppose if it is saying, if it is sending a one, if if there's a loose connection, then there won't be a response, but it sometimes it might take a zero, like
Yeah. Yeah.
at the time
Instead
of
of.
one, if it is not connected, it can take as zero. So there should be some the signal, I mean the exact data sent will be different. So it will read like some other signature, it can read something else, so it will say the signature is different. So
Yeah.
usually practically the signature problem comes with soldering problem. You have to solder it once more.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. Also, one more
Okay.
thing,
Yeah.
while you check with multimeter, it will show fine, because to check with multimeter, you have to give a big pressure on the pins. So with that
Yeah.
pressure, the contact will be fine. So the
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
multimeter will read, it will show the correct reading. So when the multimeter pin is taken out, again the contact will be something loose. So
Yeah.
you won't be able to check. Sometimes you won't be able to check with multimeter. Whenever you connect multimeter, it will the reading will show fine, but it won't be exactly. So you have to solder once more. If you have any doubt, if you fail, is there is some problem, you have to solder it once more.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Amit,
Hello?
I'm waiting for Amit.
Okay. Okay, okay. I thought I lost the connectivity or something. That's why I just check. No
No, no,
problem.
no. Amit.
I think someone from Kochi also connected. Rashid name is
Rashid,
there.
yeah, Rashid,
Or they have
no
just
one is Kochi.
connected or not there.
No one want to present in the morning, I guess. Jacob told he'll be there by 11:30, but I don't know.
Yeah, he is going to present in evening.
Okay, so then there won't be anyone from Kochi in the morning.
Okay, so they have just connected.
Yeah,
Showing
they are
connection.
connected.
Okay.
Like actually, Kochi started. Rashid started the review, like hosted the review. So I'm from home, so
Okay.
I don't have right now. I don't have PC. So
Okay, okay. I think Amit is not in his place. He just connected and left. Yeah, we will wait for 5 minutes, so then we'll decide.
Hi, we have been waiting for you. Okay,
Hello?
can you, yeah, can you share the screen?
Yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This week I gone with the serial communication between two MCUs that I made. Okay.
Okay.
What I did is I will send hello from 802044 to at Atmel 328P board, and LCD is connected to the Atmel 328 board. It will display the hello. But along with that, there are two characters also come along with this transmission.
Yeah, okay, but we have already explained like just a serial communication between a wired serial between two boards are not accepted as the uh, yeah as assignment. If you are trying UART, uh, like there should be at least three boards, and you should be able to communicate. Choose. You should be able to communicate with each board differently. Like you should be able to choose the
Yeah,
board. Yeah,
yeah. I am now
that's
trying to do I square C communication between two board. I already done with 8044 and Atmega 328P.
okay.
And I also build a PCB 8045 in order to run the I square C communication.
Okay, then you have to try SCOC, and you should have to
Yeah.
document. Okay, in this thing, the thing is that if you can add one more board with this serial bus, then it's fine.
Okay.
If you add
Okay.
one more bus, and
But I don't get how why these two unwanted signals are come along with the hello,
uh,
because I check all the baud rate and all things are checked.
this is to be troubleshoot. Troubleshoot. Mm. Anyway, so you're also going to try iSquareC. I mean, you can also try the iSquareC with the same boards also. These two
Okay.
boards also. You can try
Yeah,
iSquareC.
I tried I square C with this both two boards and blink and LED.
Okay.
When I square C communication is enabled, LED should be blink. I need to document that thing also.
Okay, then document. Okay. So the otherwise it should be like just two communication. What he sent is there should be a cluster, like it should be like a mesh. More boards should be able to join the network. So that's the problem. In I2C itself, you can
Okay.
add more board, right? So here in the serial bus, if you're using the serial normal asynchronous serial bus, you should be able to connect two boards.
Okay. I will try with I square C for 802045 and my 802044. That's it.
Okay, then you have to document it.
Okay. Edu, is it okay?
I think Yadu is mute. Wait for him.
Yeah, it's fine, but only this assignment is not fine. But you have tried I2C, right? So
Yeah,
you have to document that. Just this assignment won't be considered probably. Not probably. They will ask them. They will ask you to change. That's the problem. So you have to document I2C, or you have to add one more
yeah.
board into this
Now
unit.
now I am trying. Now I am trying on I2C also because
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Document the I2C
okay.
also.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I think Suhail is there.
Hello.
Yes, Suhail.
I just started to doing my week 14 assignment, and I doesn't milled out the board yet, but I tried with the two Arduinos, use the UART communication. Uh, just I started to document, but just the basic things like what is UART and the uh, general things about that. And I need to build the PCB when I get to fab. I'm taking a week for some personal problems. So I doesn't in fab lab. So when I get there, I will mill out the PCBs. So I decided to do a flexible PCB using HP paper and copper tapes. Uh, So I need to do I square C. I doesn't. I used I square C before for communicating LCDs and something like that. But I doesn't do two processor communicating. So I need to really do that for this week.
Okay. Have you tried to mail PCB for this week and you got broken bits, or what exactly happened? I wanted to know that.
Uh, I doesn't know there is a I mean there's said there's no bits. So I doesn't know exactly. I'm not in Fab Lab now.
Okay, because the bits are really so much expensive, and yeah, because of that, we really lagging for the assignment and everything. So we need to
Okay.
be more careful, like in to all of us about the drill bits,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it cost around 3K or 4K for one bit. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. We take care of it. We sure
Okay.
we care
And
about it.
regarding assignments, so yeah, you need to make networking with your own board, and I
Okay.
think yeah, Yadu will comment better than me for this
Okay.
week assignment. Yadu, are you
Okay.
there?
Yes. Can you hear?
So yeah, tell him about the assignments and about the drill bits
Yeah,
importance, because
I've
I'm not there.
I've done many times before. Like already explained a lot. I mean, yeah, if it is I square C, then it's fine. If you're trying to
Okay,
connect it.
Yadu, I tried. I told yesterday that I tried UAT with my own. Sorry, not my own. My Arduino Uno boards. I do have two Arduino Uno in my home, so I tried with that, and it's okay. What's your opinion about I'm doing UAT
If
communication?
we are using UART, then there should
Yeah,
be more than two boards. Like just one-to-one
yeah, one-to-one
communication with
communication.
UART, it's not allowed. I mean, it's not.
Okay,
It won't be taken as an assignment, considered as
okay.
an assignment. So
Uh,
it should be like if there's one master which who has its TX connected to two or three more than two. Oh,
okay.
sorry, more than one RX. Like one has this master, its TX goes to all the RX of all the nodes. and it
Okay,
has the
so
Rx connected to Tx of all of the nodes. So
okay,
this should be, at least it should be the right way of communication. I mean, this is kind of network.
yeah,
Otherwise,
okay,
it's just one-to-one communication between two boards. That is not considered as assignment. It should be something like the network. So with, since you have a lot of boards connected, you have to address each
okay.
board with some address uh, byte.
So
Like you have to send some address. You have to assign some address in the code for all the
okay,
nodes, and you have to call it at the starting
okay. So
before each command.
I need to communicate more than two boards, right? And
Yes.
each other to communicate. So
No,
each
no.
board
Like
is communicate to each other,
no, it's like one
uh,
master can
and
communicate
other.
to other,
Okay,
to the nodes.
others are slave.
But if
Okay,
you're using, yeah, if you're using this, there should be at least two nodes.
okay, okay. Two
So if
nodes.
you're using serial bus communication, there should be at least three boards. That's the thing.
Okay,
Minimum
okay,
three boards. If it's
okay,
I square C, then it's fine because the I square C protocol itself has something like it can connect more boards inside the
okay,
protocol itself. But if you're using the normal asynchronous UART, like asynchronous serial
okay,
communication, it's we have to define the protocol so that more boards can be connected and we can address each board.
okay.
So to prove that, you have to need at least two boards as nodes and one board as master.
Okay, so I have a doubt. The 802044 support I2C.
I2C 45, it has universal serial interface.
Okay, I know
It's
45 have the I2Cs. I saw in the documentation. So 802044 doesn't really know about that. It support I2C.
it also has everything. Both has a universal serial interface in
Okay,
USI. In that
okay,
USI, you can configure I2C, I guess.
okay,
I guess I'm not sure. It's, try US. You can read the USI in the datasheet. Universal serial
okay,
interface.
okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, is there anything that you
Yep.
need to? Okay, is that okay? It's finished.
Yeah, it's finished. I mean, the review is finished, but you have to start doing
Ah,
also.
yeah, sure. Okay, I will do. I will do that before the global review. Okay, thank you. Though. Thank you, Pradnya.
All the best.
Okay, thank you.
So it's
Uh,
time for now, I guess. Like,
yeah, no one is left. So evening at what time we are going to start? Because we don't get response from many of them. Like only two or three are going to present in evening,
but I don't know about the team students, 20 students.
and they are not responding on Telegram as well. How could we know?
Yadu, just I have a few questions about this assignment.
Okay.
So, it's not allowed to use a computer as a master.
It's like if we can try computers master if we have some complicated boards and thing.
Okay.
So it's like what Neil told is to communicate between at least communicate between two boards.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, but if we cannot, but last time also just computer as a master, there may be problem. And at the end of the time, they will ask them to change. So
Okay. Okay.
it's better. So
Yeah.
it should be at least one board. I mean, it's very
Actually,
simple. Like instead of computer sending the commands, one the master board can send the commands. It's
right.
nothing in that. I mean, it can be
Yeah.
changed
Yeah.
easily.
It's easy. Actually, also, but they build a bridge board. Okay. So,
Mhm.
they can take a signal from anything. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
bridge
Neil
board
was
act as a,
explaining the
yeah.
algorithms. How does it work? Like,
Right. Yeah, because in tutorial they not updated all the things. They given Neil's example again,
mhm.
and students are following that tutorial only. Okay,
Mm.
so
It's better
yeah,
to avoid. I mean, some global evaluators they will tell whenever they
yeah,
see
yeah,
the Neil's board, then they will blindly say no. That's the problem.
Yeah,
not
so
a problem.
they are actually redesigning a Nils board, and they are
Mhm.
using same code, okay, with a little bit edit, means
Mhm.
0 1 address, okay, address line.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's okay. So we'll convert that bridge board into master board, and then uh, we'll communicate with the
Actually, the
node
best
1 and
way is
node 2.
just instead of LED, if you're using something else, then
Yeah,
it's
it's
much
they
better.
can
Yeah,
connect a servo motor or something,
yeah, something.
maybe.
So then everyone can feel there's a change.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Once
Yes,
again, Rashi, you can stop broadcasting. Yeah, so that's it. So, the thing is, mm, yeah, but the thing is, I have, I'm in Calicut right now. I mean, I will go to, I need to leave tonight. So, how many, will there be too much time for the review? We can start by 4:35, I guess. 4:30, I guess. And can
yeah,
we,
it's okay. 4:30 is also okay.
I don't know. Anyway, how many from Vigyan Ashram? Rohan and
Rohan, Komal, then I don't know about Arifin. Arifin given review today?
yeah.
Yeah, Arifin done.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Sanket going to be in
Okay,
evening session.
Sanket, Rohan, Komal, and then Ugain.